up for the baby Padawan on the way.
I appreciate it. Thanks for the love. We're so excited to be having a baby. How many people are fathers or mothers in here? We do what it is we do. Hey, William, it's good to see you, brother. We do what it is we do for our children. We do what it is, even though they're on the way, right? But even before we conceived, we were doing what it is we do for the future generations. How many of you believe in freedom? So you guys are our freedompreneurs. I love that.
See, I have a vision of freedom. My wife has a vision of freedom. And that's what my why is. I want humanity to become free. Because I believe we're not free yet. We have a lot of work to do, and it's our mission to change this world so we can become a free society. And my definition of freedom may be a little different than yours, but I'm sure it's along the same lines. I think of some of my heroes, right? And my heroes in my life are people that were willing to die for freedom. People like David Wood and David Sharp, give it up for them. Some of my other heroes, Dr. Martin Luther King, give it up for him, he had a dream. He sacrificed his life for our freedom today, and we've come a long way since then, but I believe we still have a long ways to go. Do you agree?
Yes.
Some of my other heroes, John F. Kennedy, he did a speech in 1961 in front of Congress to put a man on the moon in 10 years. And he was able to do that because he had a vision and he had a dream. And like JFK and like Martin Luther King, I have a dream. And I'm different, right? I've always been different my whole life. People say I'm weird. I grew up introverted. I got picked on in school for being different and embracing my spirituality, so I didn't like to express myself. I've been in different opportunities. Anyone here been in this industry besides Empower Networks before we conceived this idea? A lot of us, right? So I struggled for 5 years. David Gadici, give it up for him. He's a deaf man. That's a badass. But the reason that I'm still here today, and the reason I never gave up when I was in network marketing, was for one reason. I had a dream that was bigger than myself. So I do have the belief that even if I made no money until I died, I still would have tried changing the world. But gratefully, we have the Empower Network, and we're ushering that change. I want to tell everyone a story, okay? It's about this incredible runner by the name of Ben. And I'm going to paint this story the best that I can on my memory, and I just want you to bear with me. I am a hippie, so I don't have the best memory. Is that okay? But what made Ben so incredible wasn't necessarily his physical ability. So Ben is a runner, and there was a race. And it was a beautiful sunny day. One of the most beautiful days to run. The air was cool, perfect for breathing. The sky was clear, and everything was just perfect. Ben gets out of the gate along with about 11 other runners. And I'm using the number 11 because I like that number. Anyone else like 11? Yeah! Those are our magical superpower numbers, right? So nonetheless, Ben starts running. Everyone else, the other 10 runners, all get in front of him, and Ben falls behind, right? And then they start to outpace Ben, but Ben keeps a steady pace. You know, in running, you don't necessarily, if it's a long distance like a marathon, you don't want to go too fast out of the gate and lose your momentum later on. You want to pace yourself. So Ben was doing to the best of his abilities. Everyone starts to surpass him, right? And then he just starts falling behind, and then he falls. And the reason he falls, he has cerebral palsy, right? It's some physical condition where his bones aren't the same as everybody else. But what makes Ben so special, he gets up, and he keeps running, and he keeps running. And then the other runners are going further and further. He keeps falling more and more behind. He gets back up, and about another minute, he falls down again. This time he busts his face open. There's blood, there's scratches, there's bruises. he gets up again on a mission to finish this race. And he keeps on running. He keeps on going. And he falls down about 7 or 8 more times. So what makes Ben so incredible is his ability to keep getting back up. The rest of the racers that are running, they finish the race. And Ben is still probably about 15 or 20 minutes behind. But guess what? Ben continues to run. And continues to run because he's not competing against all the other runners. Do you know who he's competing against? Himself. And because of that, the other runners finish the race, and then they help him and they run with him even though the contest is over. Do you want to know why? Because he's trying to be a better him. Ben's purpose was just to finish the race and become a better than what he did before. He knows he can't compete with the other racers, but he wants to beat his own record. And I say this story because that's how business is. A lot of times we want to compare ourselves to Vic Strithouse. You know, we want to compare ourselves to Tracy Walker and Chris Record and Dee Varengia and Aaron and Sophia Rashkin and Christy and Mike Hobbs and Adam Whiting and all these great, phenomenal leaders. But you want to know where you want to focus? On becoming a better you every day, because when you focus on yourself, other people will help you, whereas if you compete against other people, no one cares about you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I want to try something. There's like 6,000 people. I want you to give it up for yourselves for being here today. I've always had this vision of freedom, and I just want to do a chant if I have your permission. Okay. Simple chant, my favorite word in the entire world. Freedom. So I want you at the top of your lungs for about 10 or 15 seconds, because this will make for the most epic video you've ever seen, and the most epic video anyone else has ever seen. I want to do a chant of freedom. And I want you to just chant with me. Left or right fist in the air, whatever feels more comfortable. Freedom! 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 Give it up for yourself. So the reason I share this, I think it's important I share with you my why. And I'm not saying that I'm going to change the world, but what I can guarantee you is I will do my best or die trying to make that happen, because that's how much I believe in freedom. For me, and you may relate to this, you may not, but I'm willing to die for freedom because all my heroes have died from freedom. You know what I mean? Tupac Shakur is one of my heroes, and he died for speaking the truth. John F. Kennedy was assassinated for speaking the truth. Martin Luther King was assassinated for speaking the truth. And because of these stupid events happen, that tells you the world is not the way it's supposed to be. People shouldn't be getting shot. There should be no war. I have a belief, like Martin Luther King had a dream, I have a dream that one day every soldier will get a phone call or a signal and be sent home and say, we don't need war.
Hell yeah.
I have a dream that one day there will be no fluoride in our drinking supply. I have a dream that one day there will be no MSG in the human foods consumption. Another one of my heroes, Mahatma Gandhi. Right? Another amazing model who died for what he believes in. Another one of my role models, Jesus Christ, who died for what he believed in. I have a dream of a better educational system instead of this dysfunctional bullshit. So JFK did that special speech of putting a man on the moon because he had a vision. Well, I have a vision that one day, free energy, and it won't be suppressed, right? I believe that we don't need oil. It was Nikola Tesla that said energy should be free, and that's like 100 years ago. So now I want to share the secrets to success of how to build a huge following, right? If you're interested in knowing the secret. So you want the secret, right? Okay, if I was brand new in Empower Network, I'm going to tell you exactly what I would do to recreate what I've already created. Do you want to know how to do that?
Yes!
Here's what you do. Number one, stop trying to sell people into your deal. It's not sexy. You don't have to tell them, join my business, hit the link below, and that's like your message. You don't need that. What you need to do is what Dave shared with us last night. How many of you did your homework assignment last night? Raise your hand. Wow, that's like about half of you, so give it up if you did your homework assignment. Whenever I do a coaching session, that's the one thing I tell my people to do. Whenever we do a coaching session, did you watch Module 1 in the 15K per month formula? And the reason for that, it's important you come clear on your vision so that you become in alignment with what you do. Because I became in alignment with my vision 5 years ago, but that's the reason why I'm here today. Even though I struggled at everything that I did, I got kicked out of MLM companies for being myself, right? I got in trouble in school for being myself. I got picked on for being myself. So my message, the same thing what David Sharp shared with you in that leadership training. By the way, give it up for Dave Sharp for that amazing leadership training. In that training, he tells us to be yourself, because nobody else can be a better you than yourself. So here's what you do. Whatever results you have today, and it don't matter if you just joined yesterday, tomorrow you get a better result comparing yourself to yourself, and you stop comparing yourself to all the other leaders. Does that make sense? So for example, if you generated 5 leads today, you want to be a better you tomorrow, how many leads you want to generate? Absolutely, more than 5. And you can become successful so fast just by competing with yourself. And guess what will happen? Other people will help you. Other leaders will help you. Right? Because it's not out of jealousy and envy, which is the wrong energy which you don't want to breed. See, I've always been weird because I've been into spirituality. Anyone here into their spirituality? I believe that we're spiritual beings having a human experience. I believe that the reality I'm in right now is fake and that my dreams are real. Anyone else think like that? So it's very important to become in alignment with the reason why you do what you do, and to share your vision, and to share your dream, and the reason why you get up out of bed, the reason why you stay up late those extra hours, the reason why you fly down to Denver from Spain or Switzerland or Europe or wherever it is you're from. You need to share that message with the people, because that's all I do. I speak my vision and I speak my dreams because they're bigger than myself, and I know there's a lot of other people that have that same vision to help humanity become a free species and a free race. My wife says this quote a lot, and she says something along the lines of, 100 years ago, there was slavery, probably the saddest thing in life, and I'm going to share actually a very cool story about slavery, but my time's coming up, so I'll make it short. I just went shopping with my wife about a week ago, right? I needed some clothes, and I haven't been shopping in about 5 years, and she can attest for that. So we go to this store, and by the way, I usually hate shopping. I go along shopping with my wife because I love her, but after about an hour, it's like I want to hit the self-destruct button and just disappear, right? But nonetheless, I go to Macy's because my mom's been working at Macy's for about 20 years, or 15 years, something crazy like that, and I wanted to visit my mom and get some clothes. And here's what happens. We're shopping, and then my mom comes up to me almost teary-eyed, and she says, I'm like, what's wrong, Mom? And this is a true story. And she tells me security came up to me and said, "Watch out for the black girl and the hippie. I think they're shoplifting." And I believe as long as we live in a society where they're going to judge you based upon your appearance, it's not okay. So another one of my dreams is to have a day where we're not judged based on appearance, we're not judged based upon our race, but we're judged upon our morals and values and how we treat other people. And I believe we can do that. And just one last message. This change that we talk about, Chris Rushlow's team, which I love, by the way, and I love you, Rushlow, wherever you are, because Mahatma Gandhi said, become the change that you want to see in the world. So here's how we defeat the forces of evil. We start with ourselves and we become better selves, and that's how we change the world, one person at a time. And the best news is look around, because we're the movement to change the world.